It's Lady Lily. We're back with another video, and this is season 3. This is the Housewives of Potomac, season 3, episode 18, Unsolved Mystery. So the show picks back up with the girls at Karen's house. Robin has disguised herself as a pizza man. She has rang the doorbell once. She has rang the doorbell twice. She has rung the doorbell for 3 times, and there was no answer. So Robin decides to leave the pizza at the front door. So the girls pretty much take off, and they said they guess Karen lives there, but that was that. Candace and Chris are looking at the invitations. Apparently, they are getting ready for their engagement party. Chris is telling Candace that his children will be coming to the wedding and they will be able to play an active role. Chris would like for his oldest son to attend. He really hasn't spoke to him, but he was thinking about putting together a letter and just putting all his feelings out and everything, and hope that could open up the lines of communication, and that they will start a dialogue, and hopefully, in due time, since they got time, that he can come to the wedding himself. It just really bothers him still that he doesn't have, a good relationship with his oldest son. His son is 15 years old, and he is really hoping that, things can turn around. Karen and Ray is sitting down having breakfast, catching up on what happened in France and where's Ray at with the financial situation. Apparently, Ray has signed off on an agreement. And it is a fair amount. He did not disclose the amount, but he said that it's been settled and he would just pay the debt at this point. Karen said in confessional she's going to now sleep in Ray's bed. So does that mean you haven't been sleeping in the bed with Ray? Does that mean that you have not been in that same house? Is this an unsolved mystery? Ray did not disclose the amount. He said he cannot talk about it. Of course, he's on camera. The producer asked Karen, did Ray come up with a payment plan? And Karen pretty much said, won't you ask Ray? She said, won't you pretty much ask Ray? The producer's like, we need specifics. We want to know what's going on behind, all this stuff. And, Karen is pretty much tight lip. She says she can't, she don't know any more than what she has already said. But she said all she's concerned about now is celebrating with Ray. Ashley is meeting up with the therapist. She is recapping the conversation that Micah and her had back when they had dinner, saying, he was worried about her being a good mother. Ashley's pretty much saying is that Michael is backpedaling and pee-popping, as James Carwell said. He's backpedaling now. The therapist says, sounds like he don't want to have kids. Now, if the therapist done said this, mama done said this, and the uncle done said this, what the hell, Ashley? What are you thinking? What are you thinking at this point? She said, do you want to have a baby with someone who has to be convinced that they would be able to trust you as the mother of your child? So in other words, that therapist saying, do you really want to have a baby by this man? Because he don't trust you. He got to be convinced that everything's going to be okay. I think the writing is on the wall, y'all. I really think it's a wrap. I think Michael don't want to be bothered. He just hoping that Ashley would just be cute on the arm. Bam, be done. It is Carter's birthday, which is Ashley and Robin's and Juan's youngest son. They are having a party at an indoor racing track. Ron's real dad arrives And remember, Robin does mention that he just learned about his dad, about his biological father being alive a year ago. One dad looks just like him. I'm like, how could his mother deny that man being Juan's father when he looks just like him? Robin says she's happy that the boys are able to have two sets of grandfathers. It's a blessing. She says she didn't experience having a granddad, so she's grateful for that blessing. Robin said when they went through their financial issues, they couldn't do a lot of elaborate things and invite a lot of people to celebrate the kid's birthday. But she says she is happy that they're back on track and able to, do some nice things and celebrate the kids' birthdays in, a capacity that they want to. Robin was telling the family about their experience with the medium and she's just happy. Juan and his dad's relationship, it just took off. It's flourishing. The past was the past. They're trying to make up for the now and, just build a relationship, which is awesome. But it's like, you can't really blame Juan's dad, because if Juan's dad didn't know that Juan was his son, because the mama went to the grave with it, literally she went to the grave, what was he supposed to do? So, Juan's dad as well as Robin parents feel like, Juan and Robin are good for each other. They, help, they, nurture each other. They grow and push one another. And I guess it may bring up the thought of, do they go back and reconsider remarrying? It's the day of Chris and Candace's engagement party, and Candace and her mother are getting their makeup done. We get to meet Candace's stepdad, Ronnie, Candace's mother remarried when she was a little girl, and that's how her sister Crystal, came about. Chris was saying, telling Candace's family that, the kids are going to come, they're going to participate, but he still got to work on, building a relationship with his older son and possibly seeing if his older son can come to the wedding. Candace's stepdad says that Candace is going to automatically become a mom because she's going to be a stepmom. And she asked her stepdad, what is their experience like? And he said, oh, you'll see for yourself. And then Candace's mom, I felt like Candace's mom was a little bit mellow out since her man was with her. Maybe he, helped her to relax. But she seems a little mellow during this, episode. And she said something. She said, when Candace have a baby, that will make Chris have not one, not two, but 3 baby mamas. And Candace looking at her mom like, Mama, really? Are you serious? So, whatever. Ashley sits down with Michael and they discuss, they talk about the discussion, wanting answers about the whole kids thing. Ashley says she was asking for the possibility. She's saying she's not asking to get pregnant today, not necessarily tomorrow, but she wants to know, is the kids coming in the future? Michael said he has weighed the pros and cons. Ashley said she feel like that Michael is simply dragging his feet. Michael said he was actually planning for a future without her. So that was a slap in the face. And I don't know if this was more recent or when they was on the outs and they had separated. But he said he was trying to think of a life and prepare without her. Ashley's pretty much saying if a decision is not made around, I guess, within a year of her turning 30, pretty much it's going to be a wrap. I really think Michael don't want to have no damn kids. Michael kids is grown. They probably got kids. Michael is probably somebody's grandpa. I'm sure he's a grandpa. But, yeah, he ain't trying to go back down that route because, yeah, he's just not. We are at Candace and Chris engagement party. Everybody looks nice. The decor looks like it's awesome food, plenty of drinks. They're on a rooftop, nice scenery of the city, and all is looking well. All the girls arrive, greeting Candace and Chris. Ashley and Michael, present them with a bonsai tree as a gift. They're also, recapping their engagement party, in which their engagement party was a theme of dressing up, dressing up as the decade you was born. So she was, born in the 80s, so she dressed up as Vanessa Williams when she won Miss America. And then Michael dressed up, I think, like Frank Sinatra. Robin and Giselle was the last to arrive. They still in the car being messy, talking about Karen. Well, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. We think she left. I'm like, let it go, y'all. God, I'm just saying, it's like, really, I mean, we got deeper fish in this country to fry, and y'all want to know where this chick lives at. I'm just saying, people are dying, getting shot up every day. Y'all over here talking about some Karen live here, petty, ain't got nothing going on. So moving right along. Moving along, excuse me. Chris thanks the girls for coming out. And he pretty much told them, I was, happy that you all came out and supported us with the, the little plastic ball, the, event, the sport ball or whatever the ball event that they had. And he said he did, realize he dropped the ball by not having no napkins. So what he does to make up for that moment in time, he presented each lady with their own cloth napkin with their name embroidered on the napkin. So that was, the lady said that was, all thought that was a nice gesture. They liked Chris. They was like, Chris is going to be a good husband for Candace. So Ashley starting stuff with Karen again. She is asking her, is she still annoying her? She states, Ashley's asking Karen, is she still annoying her? She states she noticed that Karen has her ring on and Ray is here. So she's happy that they, all is well. And Karen's looking at her like, what the hell are you applying? Candace say, Ashley, that's not a compliment, that's a dig, and you just need to stop it. Then Karen and Ashley finna go back and forth. Karen said, Ashley is a liar. So, moving forward, Ray is having a conversation with Candace and Candace's aunt, and Candace's mother is there. And, Candace's aunt is pretty much, telling him, what she does for a living. And then Michael Goof self walks up and asks Ray where does he live? And Ray's I got to read this from Ray. Ray's like, where I'm living, Ray like, I live in my house. And then he said, I've been to that. Michael said, I've been to that house. He said, I've been to the house. And then Ray said, yeah, I know. What the hell are you talking about? You've been there. Michael was like, is it rented? And Ray said, it's my house. And then he said, what you talking about? So Michael was just like, I'm just trying to see, did this, did you buy it? I'm not sure if it makes sense. Ray was like, I don't give a bleep what sense you trying to figure out. So mind you, Candace's mother and sister, aunt is there, taking this all in. And Candace's mother ended up smiling at the camera like, oh boy. So Ray was like, get the hell away from me. So Michael goes to Karen, being messy again, and telling Karen what Ray said. And he said he felt like he was disrespected. And because he asked about the house. Karen said, what did he tell you? And Mike said, none of your business. She said, well, he told you right. It's none of your business. Then Giselle gonna jump in. He said, but he's a real estate man. Maybe he can, give some type of advice. And no, Giselle, stay out of it. Mike said, oh, I'm just trying to help him out. Karen said, you're not my man's business partner. So I'm sure he checked you, and we're gonna leave it there. Then she said, Moody, Moody, Mildew, and Mess. Ashley and Michael are cut from the same damn cloth, and they deserve each other. Giselle asked Karen did she had a pizza delivered to her house. She tried to make it sound like all the girls got pizzas delivered to their house. Karen said she had no knowledge, and they said, well, Robin said, did you check your front door? And then Karen was like, yeah, I walked out my front door today. She said, I didn't see no pizza. And they said, no, the pizza was delivered years ago. A few days ago. So Ashley is saying when she had seen the pizza by the door when she came back, Karen said, well, I don't want the pizza because Ashley probably pissed on it. So, they show more footage of the day and the engagement party, and as they customary do during the last episode, they go through and give us a summary on each character. I forgot Sharice is not a main character. She's like a supporting cast person. She's not one of the main leads. So that's why they did not, have a little follow-up on her. I think it might have been advised for her not to be a main character on the show while she was going through her divorce, because maybe they felt like, that can be a crimination against her or whatnot. So here's the recap for each character. Candace and her mom are still at odds. The budget is now still at $175. Candace's mother wants to invite more people to the wedding, but she don't want to pay the money that is needed to invite the extra people. And they said someone with green eyes invitation was lost in the mail. I wonder, was that Giselle? Maybe Robin. Ashley said for Ashley, it said her yoga has really helped with her relationship with Michael. And they said for her 30th birthday, they took a visit to a fertility temple and prayed with a wooden penis. Giselle, it says she's shopping for a new home that would be suitable for her girls, and her mom. So she's going to move her mom in with her. And the word on the street is that a man from her past is back in her life. So isn't that cute guy that we saw her date in the season prior, or is Sherman back? I still think that Sherman left because he knew Kendall was going to be on the show. Monique, it said Monique and Chris is expecting a third child, which we all know. They said Chris rubs Monique belly every night with some lavender oil, and they said Chris has not told his mother that they got another baby on the way. For Robin, it said $35,000 and a failed contractor later. Robin's investment property remains a fixer-upper. They said at this point, Robin and Juan are discussing marriage, and Robin has did a big chop. She has cut her hair down very, very short. For Karen, it said Karen is debt-free. Karen is debt-free. Yeah, and she is not interested in entertaining moving to Florida, and the pizza remain an unsolved mystery. So that is it for season 3. We are going to get ready to roll into the reunions, which looks like they're going to be interesting. Insecure season 3 comes back on next Sunday, which is August 12th. I am going to continue to review Insecure. It may not be able to come out that same night, as well as the reunion. I have a event, an all-white party to attend next Sunday evening, so I may not be able to get any of the shows up and reviewed by late Sunday evening. It all may have to take place on Monday. So that is it. That is all. Oh yes, I got a ring light. So do you know the difference with the lighting? Let me know. Let me know if you like it. But this ring light is making me like, you need to, not Ho. Sorry, YouTube, don't take that person. Heifer, you need to probably put some makeup on. But I got a ring light finally. So you notice the lighting is different. So yes, I hope, let me know what you think about the lighting. But that is it. That is all. Stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you at the Potomac reunion.